Since I kept getting asked about this, and every time I answered it, I'd get more questions regarding it, I figured I'd just go over a thoughts video on Sonic Generations, and I thought I might put in my 2 cents towards Project Cafe, aka Wii 2. First, Sonic Generations. I'm a little ticked about it not being on the Wii, but who knows if they'll port it to the Wii or even the 3DS, just like the rumors that they'll port Colors to the 360 and PS3 with an HD look. Of course, that same rumor also said that the third Mario and Sonic game wouldn't be at the Olympics, which was a dirty lie. Well, so far, Generations looks great. I'm not gonna lie about that, it really does, and I'm not just talking about the graphics either. And it doesn't look like there are any gimmicks, well, so far anyways. It just looks like Sonic is doing what Sonic does best: run and platform. We've seen the gameplays of both Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic so far, but for those that are the loop-de-loop, I'll fill you in. Classic Sonic plays through 2D sections only, and apparently only has the moves he's had in Sonic 2, which was just jumping and the spin dash. Maybe he'll have the Insta-Shield, but nothing has been shown so far. And if he does, then I've missed it, or a new trailer has already been shown. Modern Sonic plays with all the abilities Sonic has had from the current games, such as the slide, boost, grind, drift, and plays in both 2D and 3D sections. I was a little curious that there was even a difference to playing as either of them, but now it looks like they're making Modern Sonic look better. Can't wait to see how that gets horribly interpreted, but I'm just calling it as I see it. The game is supposed to recreate some of the most memorable levels from Sonic 1 to Dreamcast to... well, I'm not sure where it's going to end. Other characters are supposed to be playable as well, and even meet their past selves. I can understand Tails, Knuckles, and even Amy, but who else would they add? Shadow? Maybe for the more current games, although I wouldn't mind using his Chaos powers in Green Hill Zone. If they're optional to use, then that's perfectly fine with me, and if they play differently than Sonic, then even better. Gotta give credit to Sega on this one. If I was in charge of Sega or Sonic Team, I would have never listened to the fans again. Or at least not all the fans, anyways, you know which ones I'm talking about. For years we've been saying that Sega and Sonic Team haven't been listening to us, but after fans saying make a Sonic game in the same sense as Mega Man 9, and make a Sonic game based on the daytime levels of Unleashed, and now this, they've really started to listen to what we've had to say. I'm impressed with that alone. I am disappointed that it's not on the Wii, the DS, or the 3DS, since that's the only current gen systems and handhelds I have, but I hope it's good. I'm not going to act like a biased Nintendo fan and say, I hope it sucks that they'll only make Sonic games for Nintendo systems, because I'm also a Sonic fan and I want his games to be great no matter what system he's on. I've always tried to be positive about Sonic games, but that doesn't mean I'm automatically going to love every one of them. They have to earn that love. That's basically all I can really talk about with Sonic Generations at this current moment. If by some miracle I get a 360 or a PS3, then yeah, I'd buy it. Why wouldn't I? It looks good. But moving on from that, I want to go on to Project Cafe, also known as Wii 2. Of course, there's really nothing to go on at this point except all the rumors and speculations. Yay, speculations! It's like making a Christmas wish list and then seeing if you get it. Just don't set your expectations too high. The way I see it, if they show it off this year at E3, they'll launch it for the holidays next year. After the expensive launch of the 3DS and few developers getting their hands on the development kits, it would be a very foolish move to launch it this year. So they'll show off a little this year, cause some hype, show off a lot of the games next year, and launch it in November. A predictable pattern, but one that works nonetheless. Sales of the Wiis are still high, so there's no point in rushing it out the door. Plus, the holidays is usually the best time to launch a system since it becomes that hot must-have holiday item. Just to bring this up, the 5-year cycle may be dead, but another pattern I've noticed lives on. Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo comes out in 1994, and the Nintendo 64 is launched in 1996. Donkey Kong 64 comes out in 1999, and the GameCube is launched in 2001. Donkey Konga comes out for the GameCube in 2004, and the Wii is launched in 2006. Donkey Kong Country Returns comes out for the Wii in 2010, and Project Cafe is rumored to come out in 2012. I'm not saying this is a surefire pattern, but it is very interesting. I don't count Barrel Blast since that was supposed to be for the GameCube and then ported to the Wii. The controls have been described as GameCube controllers meet the bottom screen of the DS. It's also been rumored that the controllers can stream games directly onto them. Great, I wonder how much that's gonna cost. Am I the only one who's getting sick of paying almost the same amount for a controller as it does for a game? Well, hopefully it's cheaper to develop for, so it won't cost an organ to get 3 extras. There's also been some speculation on Retro's next game for the next system, and if Skyward Sword will get the Twilight Princess treatment. I'll say this. If the Cafe doesn't get a killer app for the system at launch, then yeah, sure, I'll wait for it to come out to the next system. Ocarina of Time for the 3DS will hold me over until then anyways. Back to Retro. The rumor is that they're working on a game for Cafe, and people believe that it's either going to be the sequel to Donkey Kong Country Returns, or a Star Fox game that many fans, including myself, would want them to make. I want to believe that, but I'm not getting my hopes up until I see something to back that up. I've heard Retro say that the next game series they wanted to bring back is Doki Doki. I didn't even know that was a series. So unless they've had a sudden change of direction, I'll believe it when I see it. Of course, since this would be a new console, I expect to see a new Smash Bros. Game to come out for it as well, at least within the first 2 years of launch. That's basically all I've heard so far, except a rumor that Cafe would get a Blu-ray player, which seems a little far-fetched in my opinion. So in closing, I hope Sonic Generations is great and comes to a Nintendo system at some point, and Cafe will go down the same predictable path as the Wii did, because if it comes out this year, then it would cost them sales since they just launched the 3DS, which they need to focus on this year so they can focus on Cafe for next year.